There's a rare mint condition vintage truck that's being raffled off, and it's all to raise money in the search for a cure for motor neurone disease, MND. And I know Ray is a passionate supporter of the work being done to help those suffering from motor neurone disease. And it's an insidious condition. It slowly shuts down your muscle function, and it means that eventually you can't move, eat, and eventually breathe. And more than 2,000 Australians live with the disease. There's no cure for it. So this effort that's being put in is quite phenomenal. It's a 1946 jail bar truck. It's dubbed Jolene, and it's been restored, painstakingly restored, to get it back to its original condition, and it's now being raffled off to help out in finding a cure for MND. And Jolene is the fourth truck that's been done in this way, and it's being done by the National Transport Insurance's CEO, Tony Clark, who is on the line for us now. Tony, this is just phenomenal.
Yeah, it is fantastic, Deb. We're really pleased that we're able to find something that reflected what we are, being Australia's largest truck plant machinery insurer, but also engage with all of our people in the restoration of this truck. And it's in memory of my predecessor at NTI, Wayne Patterson, who was a wonderful human being and left a great culture in the organisation. Unfortunately, he contracted MND and passed away from it 2 years ago. So this is our way of keeping his memory to a degree, but also he would more so want money to go to finding a cure for MND. And apart from sort of the Danaher Foundation and others, there's not many that actually put that money directly into research, helping people when they're disabled, they do, but this is about trying to find a cure for this insidious disease.
Because it is a terrible disease, and as you know, the effect that it has on individuals and loved ones and colleagues and workmates, it really does, stretch beyond. And the fact that there are more than 2,000 Australians who live with it, the search for that cure is so imperative. Tell us about Jolene, this truck.
She is so cool. I encourage people to go to a website just to have a look at the truck. It is just the most beautiful blue with a sort of brown tan interior. And it really is like they're artisans, the people that worked on this truck. The colour is stunning. Royan's group, repair group, and others have helped us rebuild the truck. But the really cool thing about it is also it has virtually a brand new Isuzu underneath it. Ooh. So you can actually use it as your daily drive. Even though it looks exactly like a 1946 Ford jail bar hot rod, more or less, you could use it to drive around all day, every day, because it's a 6-speed automatic transmission, it's fully reworked suspension, and it is stunning inside. Just go and have a look at it. It's fantastic.
And why Jolene? What's the name?
It just comes from our people. Yep. So they come up with the colour and then they think about, well, what name would reflect that? We've had the green diamond, and then we had Roxanne that was red, and now this electric blue vehicle has been named Jolene by our people. So it's a bit of fun for our people too. When you're raising money for such a terrible disease, it's just wonderful to be able to inject a bit of humour into it. And it goes direct to researchers. Dr. Shu No and Adam Walker won it last year, and they're doing things like making mini 3D spinal cords in a dish to understand how different cell types are impacted by MND. We're just restoring a truck. They're doing amazing things to try and find a cure.
Yeah, it's a really important comparison to make. But the work being done to restore Jolene isn't something you want to dismiss. 1,500 hours of it into bringing it back to the condition, one of a kind, and doing it in the middle of the lockdown. I'm sure there were challenges along the way. How much do you reckon she'll go for?
Well, we're hoping to get close to, say, $100,000 for the raffle itself, and then we top it up to make sure that the researchers get well over $200,000 contributed to MND and me. We want to make sure that we continue to raise as much as we can from the fun part of it, which is restoring the truck, and then we'll contribute the rest to the researchers and make sure we keep that fantastic research going. It'll be at the Brisbane Truck Show. It's been to Mount Panorama, so it's getting around Australia a little bit, and local people have been wonderful and so supportive by buying tickets. The tickets are only $10 for one. Most people go straight for the 24 tickets for $200, of course, and every cent goes to M&D research.
Yeah, well, the work you guys are doing, it is just terrific. So hats off, and as you say, it's for a terrific cause. And you can check out the website nti.com.au, and it's got a beautiful picture there of Jolene, the truck, and it could be yours, and you can be helping out others as well as getting a sweet ride if you win it in the raffle. Well done, Tony. Thanks so much for joining us.